Hey, fan addicts, we're back at it. Today, I want to talk about the Orlando Magic, a 7 seed, versus Toronto Raptors, a 2 seed. So, there hasn't been much hype about this series, and rightfully so. Before we start, I want to take a moment to give my condolences to um, the Orlando Magic. They're literally about to get destroyed. Like, I can't even see them competing with the Raptors. I really think that the Raptors should rest Kawhi Leonard. I really feel like that. I feel like they should rest him. Let Kyle Lowry get into the groove of things. He's going into the playoffs with a new player. The expectations are even greater. Kawhi, Kyrie, Kyrie, Kyle Lowry doesn't necessarily perform the best with expectations on his shoulders. So just let him go off like 2 games in the middle of the series. I would play Kawhi Leonard the first game just so that the Orlando Magic know that they're not going to win. Just take the spirit right out of them. They're probably excited that they're going to the playoffs, thinking that they can do something, trying to overachieve. Just let them play the first game, knock the wind right out of their sails. Let's do that. Rest on the second game, and also with Kawhi playing, that would be a nice learning experience for the players of Orlando. Like Aaron Gordon, that would be perfect learning experience for him to see what it's like to compete at the highest levels in the playoffs. Because let's face it, the Raptors are one of the favorite teams to come out of the East. So that would be a nice learning experience for some of the players on Orlando. Um, yeah, so I think that's the reason, one of the reasons why I play him. You can just teach him. You can just sun him, pretty much. Then I set his ass down for games 2 and 3, probably. At least game 2. Just let Kyle Lowry go off, get into the rhythm. That way, if you need Kyle Lowry to show up in those big moments, maybe he'll feel more confident because he's never done it without DeMar DeRozan, and that would be a nice little, uh, I guess, feather in his cap, right? That'd be a nice little feather in his cap. Like, yo, I was winning playoff games by myself. With me and a team. Like, if I have the right team, I can win playoff games, even though if it's against a 7 seed. I still think that would be good for him, and it'll be good to just see what he has in those pivotal moments because I think the game will be a lot closer. And it'll be a nice way to just see what you can get out of Kyle Lowry because he may leave at the end of the season anyway, right? So or not in the season, but he may leave the team. So I think that's a way to see what you have, there, see what kind of value you have there at Kyle Lowry's position. But yeah, and if it gets scary, let's say they win a game, I just bring Kawhi Leonard back and he just mollywop their ass, just destroy them. So I don't know. I would really, and plus I don't want Kawhi Leonard to get hurt. He has had a player, Zaza Pachulia, slide underneath him on a jump shot. He comes down, roll his ankle. And these guys are going to be competing very hard. It's one of the first times been in the playoffs in a long time. They're going to be competing as hard as they can, and I don't want to see him get hurt, especially Aaron Gordon. He's one of the better players on Orlando. Um, so yeah, he may be trying to prove a point, send a message, and try to light down Kawhi Leonard. He can't, but he may try. He may try. And you don't want Kawhi Leonard to get hurt because you're going to need him for those later rounds in the playoffs. Because if they're coming out of the East, it's going to be because of Kawhi. They beat the Celtics. They need a team, but Kawhi is a pivotal factor. If they beat Milwaukee Bucks, which that'll be a tough series, but they can do it. It's going to be because of Kawhi. So you really need him to be healthy and ready for those later rounds. Rest him. Rest him. You don't need Kawhi for Orlando. You don't. I'd rest him. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Am I being too rough on Orlando? I mean, they're garbage. But am I being too rough on them? And I'm not saying they're garbage as players. I respect everyone in the NBA. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to get where you're getting. You're also making some money. You're changing the lives of your family, right? That's generational money. So I'm not talking about anyone in particular, but as a collection, They're just not as good. Their coaching isn't as good. Their talent isn't as good. Their history, tradition isn't as good. They're just not as good. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. And again, my condolences to the Magic. They're gone, and yeah, they're out of here. Stay blessed.